Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Doc and Queenie live every Monday at
Hi, noon. You love doing that, don't you?
yes, I do.
Yeah. At least you admit it, right?
This is true. I yes. How are you, Queenie? You're waiting for
I
Facebook.
am. Yes, I'm not waiting for it. I'm trying to edit it. So yeah. So let me see if I can do this so everybody can actually see it, which would be fun, right? There we go. All right. I'm fantastic, Doc. The good news is, yeah, there's the high noon, Kathy. So the rest of the story is honestly, it is raining like cray cray in my neighborhood. And I'm telling you the truth from the standpoint of OMG. And I just got a thing on my phone that said flood warning.
Yep.
How are you doing?
It stopped raining at the moment. I'm looking.
Oh, seriously. No, it's still pounding here. And like I say, it's just unbelievable how much rain we're getting. Now, I'm grateful because I love green grass instead of brown and crunchy. But holy moly, Doc, just in time for 4th of July, right?
Well, I just looked at the forecast for 4th of July. It looks like it's going to rain all day.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, like I say, I love rain. I love free water. So it's kind of a good fit for me. But I know some people are actually getting too much. So that's awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I actually looked at our weather in our area here and they set up to 2 inches of rain. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Like you say, I'm happy because it's watering the grass and the gardens. And yeah, but
I think I'll cut the grass this afternoon.
go for it. Can I come over and watch? Maybe film you?
I know it would be pretty funny to even try that. So yeah, of course it's going to be up to my knees if I don't. So I don't know.
Good afternoon, Terry Ann Porter.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Terry Ann. How fun. Yeah,
So,
I'm just telling you, Doc, the rain, it's lovely to hear. And it's kind of like you want to instantly sing that rainy days and Mondays kind of thing. And it doesn't get me down. I'm always excited for Monday. But I have, this is just a funny thing I was noticing when I got on this platform. I was on Zoom, then Alignable, and now StreamYard. And I'm going to be on Alignable in a second and Zoom in a few hours. And I'm looking at all of this going, praise God for all this technology. Honestly.
yes. Well, can you imagine 5 years ago, you'd been in the car, out of the car, in the car, out of the car, into the car.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grab
Yes.
lunch somewhere, grab a coffee in the car, out of the car. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it was a different world, and it really was. And I was with a gentleman just now, and he is in Orlando, Florida. And I was asking him about the traffic because I said, my experience in Orlando is traffic like cray cray. I know. And he said he has lived there for so long, 38 years, that it used to be a citrus field.
Yep.
And you would go 10 miles to somewhere and go pick your oranges and grapefruit. And he said it was wonderful. And now the traffic is nuts. He uses 1 gallon of gas per week.
Wow.
And I told him my experience as far as 3,000 miles on my car a year. And he went, okay, that's about right. And he uses one. And the fact that he knows that cracked me up, because when he knew that I knew my 3,000 miles a year kind of thing, he said, wow. So we both are in the measurements apparently, but 1 gallon of gas per week. And he knows that. So now, of course, I'm going to start measuring my gallons.
Well, my daughter has had my car for a couple of weeks because her car has been temperamental, we'll say.
Okay, temperamental,
So
got it.
Probably do the 1 gallon for the month.
Yeah, I know. It is just, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. And it's just a funny thing. Our world has changed. But I was looking at these platforms today going, isn't it the coolest thing that all I do is click a different button on my computer and it takes me to a different network? I just love this.
Well, do you, and here's a question on that, because there's so many different technology. It's kind of like checking out at the grocery store. I always do okay, I'm going to put the card in and type in my phone number on this one. I swipe the card on this one. Do you have a hesitation point, like 1 second or 2 seconds going, okay, what do I need to do to get on StreamYard or is so much of a habit that you don't even think
I think it's so much of a habit now, but I also do realize on this one I have limitations with something, and on this one I have limitations with something, and on this one I have limitations with something, and each of them have their nuances as far as clarity, I guess you would say. Save the chat. Nope, you can't do that. I was on Go Brunch with Debbie on Saturday, and so far, at least I do not know how to save the chat yet. And so is it available? I don't know. And then so it's everything is different, all the different nuances and platforms that we have. But I love it because I can be anywhere by pushing a button, and I just it's a blast.
Yes. Well, and and that is the social media and all of the different options, I think, is the beauty of the type of country we live in. That's the ingenuity of America. People
1,000,000%. Yes.
Different things for different needs. And, it's, you can get whatever you want from whoever you want because there's so much to choose from. Can't see.
I have met fascinating people today, present company included. And I love being able to get to know them. And that really does, it just rocks my world. I don't know if you know this, Doc, but I love networking.
Queenie, I'm kind of getting that gist a little bit, but I'll get back to you. I'm still studying. I'm still stalking you. So we'll have to see.
Woo, I love this. Hey, Deb.
Shall we, I'm going to race through the national days of, because it was kind of slim pickings again this week.
Uh-oh. Slim pickings at 4th of July week. Yikes.
Other than 4th of July in Hawaii, celebrating Hawaii as the 50th state in the Union.
Fair.
So today is Ginger Snaps. Are you a ginger snap person?
I could do that. I haven't had one in 100 years, but I do gingerbread when you bake in heat. So yeah, when I want to heat the house, I would definitely make gingerbread. And so I like that topic. And I think I've had ginger snaps. That's been a long time, but I've probably done those before because I like ginger.
Those are the real thin ones. Those are real thin.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And I like that.
I've had those a couple of times. It also today for you, it's the first day of the third quarter, correct?
Yes. And the first day of the second half of the year. And I'm so excited. So yeah, good job, Deb. 1 year to celebrate weekend. That's cool.
Awesome. Tomorrow is Wildland Firefighter Day, national. So the people that fight fires out in the forests and all of that stuff, which, all of our emergency personnel and people in hospitals and all of those types of, you can't thank and you cannot honor those people enough for what they do, especially the people on the front lines with fires, because fire, that's a dangerous, dangerous job. So tomorrow is Wildland Firefighter Day. Wednesday is Eat Your Beans.
I can see why you said you had slim pickings. Holy moly.
Yep. But it is International Plastic Bag Free Day. So I know you like the no plastics in our oceans. That would kind of be like no plastic bags in our, I say no plastic bags and aluminum foil in our dumps, because those are two out of many, I'm sure, things that take, I don't even remember how long to degrade, if they even degrade. I know the aluminum, I don't think the aluminum goes away.
And plus, don't get me started on the aluminum topic because, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Of course, Thursday is 4th of July. Here in my little town, we're hoping that we get some sunshine and the rain clears. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait to shoot it. We are legal as far as fireworks. They've already started shooting.
Oh my gosh.
The tents are up all over the place and people are, we just sit on our driveway. I've talked about it and I've posted a few. I'm going to have to, I don't know if we're going to actually, of course, it's going to be raining, so we won't be sitting on our driveway. But if we do,
I'd like to see you out there with your little umbrellas, everybody on your family on your driveway. That'd be funny. But your cul-de-sac apparently has a great time during 4th of July.
Let's put it this way. We don't buy any fireworks and we are never disappointed. Yeah. It's better than the Royals, believe it or not.
I bet.
That do
commercial
grade fireworks. So we just sit there and look around. Friday is Hawaii as the 50th state celebration, which is pretty cool. And Saturday is fried chicken. And Sunday is macaroni. See what I told you? It was kind
Yeah,
of slim.
I can see why you would say Slim Pickens. Holy moly.
Those are all, picnic foods and 4th of July foods.
Holy, holy, holy moly. But yeah, I understand each of those from a stand. Well, it's also, we were on a posting party with Debbie earlier today, and one of our new friends is from Wisconsin, and one of our co-hosts is from Wisconsin. So they were talking about Culver's and Butterburgers.
Yep.
And so we've been talking about picnic food and all kinds of stuff all day long. So I'm telling you what, that salad's going to look a little interesting this afternoon.
July 5th is the happy anniversary. That's pretty cool.
How many years there, sister? Are we 53? I bet I know she's over 50s. So I wonder if she's 53.
Only 53. You're 29 and I'm 27.
That's right. Yeah. Well, happy anniversary to you and Ken. It's very fun. 53. I thought so. Good job.
Pretty awesome.
And it definitely is. But honestly, Doc, first of all, can you believe it's going to be July 4th? That makes my head hurt. I want to know what happened to June.
Well, we seem to be saying this every month.
I really, and for me, with my company, they alerted us, Anagic alerted us that they were going to have a price increase for my machines on June 1st. So they started that May, like they gave us notice, June 1st, prices are going up. That exploded I'm grateful, but that exploded my business, and my time became more of a premium. And then about the end of May, when we totally blew up the order desk, as far as so much to do. And then of course you train the new people how to get their machines. They extended it till July 1st. And I have not seen an extension from today. So hopefully everybody got their orders placed. But the rest of the story is these 2 months have been like on steroids, so to speak, because holy moly, I appreciate people wanting to save money because I want to save money too. But I'm grateful that the company gave us this much notice, but this has been a blur, and I'm talking a blur to me.
Yeah. Oh, it's never a dull moment.
Oh my goodness. And I'm sure with all the growing that you've been posting, your garlic is beautiful. The pictures that you put on your Facebook page, that garlic is gorgeous.
It's one of the large. I grew an elephant garlic this year, so it's the size of my fist.
Okay.
Which
okay.
may not be big to other people, but it's big to me. But yeah, garlic has been pulled, and zucchini is starting to come in, though I am going to have to squirrelify and rabbitify the area because they decided to take a snack on my first zucchini.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now that's not fair.
And I will be going out to check my cucumbers to make sure I pick those before they get to the cucumbers, because the cucumbers are coming in. Yeah, I'm just like,
Well, as I've said before, though, any varmint would probably think of your landscaping as a buffet.
Oh, they're like, oh, smorgasbord. Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, because not only is it gorgeous, great to look at, appetizing and appealing, but I'm sure it's all delicious. Now, you know what's weird to me is zucchini has a skin. I don't know what you really call it, but an outer thing, and so does cucumber. I'm a little surprised varmints would even gnaw through that.
Well, it's not real thick. It's a little different. If it's food to them. I don't know what they're thinking.
I guess so, but my goodness. So all of everything's getting eaten by varmints?
Not everything, but they decided to snack on the first zucchini of the season.
Oh my gosh, that would just make me so nuts.
I'm debating on putting a fence around, which just drives me crazy. But it is what it is. So, but I have 5 zucchini plants right now, so they're all kind of gearing up to produce some zucchini. So I'm hoping we'll see. We will see. But yeah. So I wonder what our topic for today will be.
I was also wondering if you had a quote. And the reason I'm asking about the quote is for me, when you meet people, there's a tagline that you can do on Alignable, like you get to actually put the name of your company or the description of what you do, or both. And I was just with a lady. She's fascinating, and I'm literally going to dive into her profiles and accounts later, and I really am. She calls herself Grandmapreneur, number one, and she creates, or she says, create your selfie. Create your, I've got, I don't want to misquote her, but anyway, you guys can find her because I will definitely connect you. But literally, she held it up on the stream, on the, where was I? Alignable thing. And she held up a book that she made hardcover. And she said, I want to leave a legacy to my grandchildren. I just met her and I'm absolutely intrigued by her success journey. She opens up the picture and it's a picture of an older person, like a couple. And you can tell it's like, I don't know how old, 40s, 50s, 30s, a long time. And so she held up the picture and she said, I want to leave a legacy to my grandchildren and future generations. This is your grandma somebody and grandpa somebody. And grandma was pregnant and she had morning sickness. So on their way to America, instead of being able to get on the ship, they had to wait for the next one. So you're looking at this, and of course I'm listening. And she goes, the ship they missed
Sunk.
was the Titanic.
Oh, wow.
And so I said, Connie, you're killing me. You're killing me. And so she literally goes, yeah, the ship they missed. Here's your great grandparents. The ship they missed was the Titanic. And so that's what she said. And I said, Connie, your question in social media land is, what is your hashtag Titanic moment? And she went, oh my gosh. And I said, no, please. What is your YouTube channel? She told me it's Grandmapreneur. You can find her. Her name is Connie Inazuli, I believe, Inazuli. I don't know right now, but literally go to Grandmapreneur and you will see Connie. And so she's got a few videos out there. She's doing fine on her channel. But that's her deal, is Grandmapreneur, create your selfie. And she said, young people take selfies. My age, she was talking about herself, want to create a legacy for future generations. And so then, of course, I elaborated with, what's your Titanic moment? She flipped out. We had the best time ever. But I thought about that. The ship they missed was the Titanic.
Well,
and I'm just like, wow.
That there are so many. I have a short story that reminds me of a story that kind of ties into what she just told you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see, 20 years ago, maybe we lived in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And my husband was out of work. So I took a couple of extra jobs. And one of my jobs was, I was a nanny to a family that the lady told me a story about her father. He was in World War II. He was on a battleship that was sunk. And there were only 3 survivors. And her father was one. They were out. I don't remember which one. I'm saying battleship, but there was a story around it. They were out in the ocean floating for days before they were picked up. So, if he had, everybody was, there were a lot of survivors, and then they got weak and people were attacked by the big fishies. But he was one of 3 survivors. So it's kind of that same, yeah.
Do you suppose the Lord Jesus has a plan for those of us who are still here? And because you see what I mean? I'm looking for that. And so if Grandma and Grandpa had been on the Titanic, Connie wouldn't be here. So let's go there for a second. And so what's your Titanic moment? I just think it's the coolest thing ever.
Yep. Well, I actually, something that jumped out to me, and it wasn't really a quote. It was off of a Bible study that I'm doing, and it was talking about contentment.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read a paragraph.
Yes.
Contentment isn't where we live or how much money we have. It's not near the ocean or in the desert, although I have a preference, and that's the author, but I have a preference too.
Yeah, me too.
We can find contentment, like Paul said, in every circumstance. And if we have both godliness and contentment, we can go ahead and consider ourselves filthy rich.
Wow.
So there's always, the Bible studies are always the timing for He's listening to my thoughts.
Oh, yeah. I know. And right, Deb, I love the Titanic moment thing. Connie's adorable. You're going to love her because I hope you get to meet her. But
And
that's
then
a very good. Are you content with the rain? And other people are like, yikes, too much. I appreciate that. But I promise you, in August, we're going to be going. Remember when I was complaining about the rain?
right.
Maybe I shouldn't have complained about the rain. And how many 4th of Julys have we had? 4ths of July that have been dry,
Oh,
fire hazard. And now we're going to have one that's probably a bit soggy.
in this neighborhood that we live in, I a lot of times will have to water the backyard because we're in the front to watch the fireworks.
Okay.
I water the back just in case something lands on the hot, dry. Yeah, I don't water my back per se, but other than 4th of July. But yeah, I wanted to sidetrack. Debbie Miller made a comment that zucchini is usually right on the ground. I actually stake mine up, so they stand up off of the ground. So I'm guessing it was a squirrel because the zucchini was pretty high off the ground. It could have been our one little resident bunny that I can't seem to get out of the yard, who keeps getting bigger.
Oh my gosh. Well, your little resident bunny might be the same resident bunny that ate my gorgeous, fabulous, amazing lilies and just chewed perfect little bites, all of the leaves and all the
I like
flowers.
They take a bite. I love that.
Oh my gosh. And it's so perfect.
And the whole thing.
And I really did. I went to get the mail and I went, what happened to my, oh my gosh, it's Doc's bunny.
It's Doc's bunny. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I said, yeah, you guys, if you want lilies, go over here. I'll give you the address.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah.
Sure. Anytime.
Oh my goodness. And we digress. Let's get our little selves to the wheel and see what we can find today for our dynamic words. Thank you guys again, honestly, for sending us these words because we love to be able to elaborate a bit about the words that you send us. So let's find out what our word for today is. And if you have more words, be sure and send them to Doc or to me. Oh, here's a good one, Doc. Decisions. Decisions. What do you think about decision?
What if you can't decide on making a decision?
Yeah.
that drives me crazy, actually.
Yeah, I bet it does.
I don't like things hanging over my head per se. How about you, Queenie? What about decisions?
I also was with a gentleman a minute ago who's a trainer, and he differentiated that from a coach, which of course I appreciated. And that was the deal for him is people have to decide to be successful. They have to decide to take that next step. And that's really what we were talking about, because I said there are people in my network that are from where I sit, not motivated. I can't wait to get up in the morning, and you know how I feel about Mondays. But I look at some of those folks and I'm like, did you this? No, not yet. Did you that? Oh, no, not yet. Have you this? No, not yet. And my brain is just going, oh my gosh. And of course he's smiling. And he goes, those are my clients. So yeah, because he has to help them with that. But decisions, I research to the point of exhaustion before I make a large decision. But for the most part, for me, it's a matter of, Lord, let me know which part, left or right, do I go, fork in the road kind of thing. And the good news is he's guided me beautifully for these 27 years since I'm only 27. Yeah.
And it's a decision too, to be content.
Yes, it is.
And it's also, and that doesn't mean, and I preface that with, that doesn't mean to be content to not act or not.
Oh yeah. No.
So that's a good one. Decisions.
I like that a lot. And so, but that's for me. There's a lot of factors that go into my decisions. And like I say, God gets the final answer, like, okay, which way? And I can almost hear him going, Catherine, how many times do I have to tell you? I know, Lord, I'm just a little slow. All right, let's see if we've got a topic today. If it comes up decisions too, we're going to know something's up, right, Doc?
Yeah, I did. It'll hit us square in the head. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Shuffle 6 times, 7 for Doc, 5 for me. Right in the middle is numero 6. And our topic for today, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. All right. I was actually going to ask you, I've got to know your numbers.
I've got to know mine too. They change daily. I check my YouTube only once a day. So today I've got 886 subscribers.
Wow. Okay.
So
get her done, sister. Get her done.
My goal is 1,000. Spread the word, and I'm at right now. They did not update it. I'm at about 314,000 views. So I'm going to assume I'm over the 315 mark.
Good for you. Good for you, and double good for you. You have been checking into the monetization piece of YouTube. How does that work?
Well, they keep moving the goal. We'll be totally honest on that.
Moving the goal. There's another great hashtag.
Moving the goalposts. Yes. For me, in the shorts category, I have to have 3 million views every 90 days.
Oh, now come on.
Yeah, it's kind of cray-cray. But the way I look at it is I love doing the shorts. I love doing the video piece. I am still out there with my YouTubes. So I'm still, and this gives me a bounce off point to spread to other platforms. TikTok is really, real popular right now. I'm right now trying to figure out how I can basically use my same videos on TikTok, and I haven't figured it out yet. So, but that's, push button, and me and YouTube are trying to figure it out. So,
well, 3 million every 90 days. Holy of moly.
Crazy.
I just trying to get my number to 1,000 just because I want it there. And my mental goal is I've got 900 something videos. So by the time the videos get to 1,000, I want the subscribers to be to 1,000. So that'll balance, because that's my brain. And the views, I mean, thank you all for viewing, but I am not even thinking in your kind of numbers. But I look at that stuff and I just go, oh my gosh. I love the fact that you said they keep moving the goal, because when I first started this several years ago, I thought, okay, 1,000 subscribers, 50,000 views, I can do that. Well, then by the time I got into it and started paying attention, 1,000 subscribers, yikes, that's kind of hard, but I can do it. And then it was like 1 million views, and I thought, I'm out. And so, but I can see you doing it because you're in the 6 figures for sure. So that's pretty awesome.
Well, it's interesting too. I actually, back in December, January, I worked with a guy just a little bit. He claimed to be a YouTube guru type of person.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of those out there. And I thought, well, let's give it a try. Let's see what happens.
Thank you for your input, right?
Yeah, thank you for your input. I did learn some things. And back then he talked about doing your YouTube shorts on your phone, and this is how you do it, and blah, blah, blah. And I use a lot of the stuff that he talked about. There's still some pieces that I still use, and then I've created my own through, experience. But I just saw him the other day. He popped up and he's like, don't do YouTube shorts on your phone. And you're like, what am I going to carry around my computer now? So that even changes, but it's all algorithm based, and they keep moving. They keep changing. They really do. So it brings home the point of consistency across different platforms, and always punting and pivoting. Because if you put like you say, if you put your eggs in one basket, you may be successful with people buying those eggs in that basket, but it possibly could run out. And we've talked about this too. We've run into people that are very successful and they're totally content with where they're at, but they're not going outside of the eggs in the basket. They don't have anybody in their pipeline per se. They don't have I'm trying to think of some of the verbiage that we've used they definitely don't have a succession plan, and they're expecting the success to keep on going. And then
if you don't have the legacy and all of that stuff in like self-perpetuating, how does that work? I can't even imagine that.
Right. And there's in my little niche, what I find interesting, a lot of people that are popular, you're just like, I wonder what their succession plan is going to be. You're popular right now, and things are moving, and they've extended their businesses into other areas, but it's still only one person. And you're like, huh. Yeah. So
yeah, see, that would be difficult for me as well. And I really do mean that. The consistency piece, the succession plan, the legacy, all the things that we talk about here, it really does, I guess you would say, matter from a standpoint of people are always watching. Many of us in the Doc and Queenie community obviously love looking at each other's successes and celebrating them completely with each other. And so please always post, share, chat about your succession and about your successes, because we definitely love that. And I mean that with all my heart.
So, yes, I was just responding to Debbie Miller has the arrows pointed to your house for the bunnies. So I had
Yeah, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that.
Come on,
yeah,
how faster.
They see those lilies and I'm like, really? They don't eat the iris, which I find amazing, because those iris are all over the place. And I look at that and they don't touch them. And I thought, why are my perfect, fabulous, amazing, gorgeous lilies the ones that you choose to snack on?
Well, there's certain flowers that they don't, well, like for bunnies and squirrels, there's like, they won't touch hyacinth either. Iris.
No, actually. All right.
And I do believe daffodils is another. So
yeah, that's true. They never touch I have those too. Those don't, yeah.
So, or tulips. So I have tulips and daffodils. So, who knows? I don't know how you can eat those, but. Well, Queenie, guess what? We're already out of time.
It goes fast, Doc. It goes fast.
Are you
just
doing
like May and June flew? So
I know. we're what, a month away from our 4th anniversary.
Woo!
What are we looking to do for our 4th anniversary?
Seriously, let's think about that. Doc and Queenie Day 4. Whoa.
I don't know. We'll have to, maybe somebody has a suggestion.
Doc and Queenie Day 4. Wow. Is it a national holiday yet?
Not yet. I've been working hard. I've been in Washington off and on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet you have, and I definitely appreciate that. We can get the first Monday in August declared as National Doc and Queenie Day. So we'll see if we can get that done.
We entertain ourselves, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, that is very true.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on Doc and Queenie Live every Monday at
high noon.
You can find Queenie all over social media and on Alignable. She's Kathy Weaver KC, and she's kathyweaverkc.com is her website. Check it out. Her books are on there. Check out her YouTube channel. You can actually listen to her read her books and everything in between, all about networking and business. You can find myself, Kitchen Garden Expert, kitchengardenexpert.com. I'm on YouTube and all over social media of the same name. Until next time, have a fantastic 4th of July, and we will catch you right back here next Monday live at
high noon. You are loving this too much.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Queenie. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Thank you, Doc. Bye for now. Happy 4th.
Yes, happy 4th.
Woohoo. Bye now.